got one question for you. Are you ready?
What's going on, everybody? We are back yet again with another amazing guest, and this time it's somebody that I'm really excited about. I've been talking to a significant other of hers for some time about the talent that this woman is.
Oh gosh!
And we got to. I didn't even know her name. I was like, I didn't know out. So this last 2 weeks, I got the name of. We got like the last month, right?
Yeah.
So, and her name is Joliet4. Go on Instagram, go check her out. We were blown away. I know James was the same way. We were like, holy moly. How's it going? How's it going?
Thank you for having me. I'm very honored, and that's very sweet of you to say.
Yeah, well, we're honored. As always, we are honored to have yet another amazing singer. Again, this is like a run of like we were expecting for a small YouTube channel. We were expecting like some guy in his ukulele to show up, and we just keep getting.
I mean,
well, but the talent level is always blowing me away, and every time it's like. Impeccable talent. I mean, it's just amazing talent. And you are I know a little bit about you already, but I will say this, that your voice is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get to talk to you about your music. But why digress? James, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing great. And I completely agree with you. Amazing music.
Thank you so much. Your beard is glorious.
All right, because
dude,
goes longer.
Look at that thing.
It's incredible. You're like just
doesn't fit. I have to extend all the way back here.
There you go.
See, the beard is worth the price of admission here. Yeah.
But
so this is so just
Thank you.
Yeah, so lucky. And so, but you know what we have to get to? Yeah. We have to get to some desserts. We have to get to dessert time and some talking about food. Now, we talked about this in the green room, and I cannot wait to talk about the local place that she is talking about. It's from Kansas City, my friends. And who do I have on this hat right here?
Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs.
Rip that last game. I don't want to talk about it.
We're not talking about that, but however, I am going to say this: that he has come alive yet again. He's a little battered.
Oh,
he's a little battered.
He's a
little battered. He is.
Man.
So anyway, he did come back. He was a little tattered this weekend. He did get a little.
Just at the very end. It's like
very end.
The Super Bowl. Never mind.
Yeah. It's like the NFC Championship all again. Yes, I know. So anyway. So let's talk dessert.
Yeah.
What do you got tonight?
Okay, so this is from a place it's actually technically a suburb of Kansas City called Lee Summit, but it's a place called Custard's Last Stand. Frozen custard, so amazing. This is Reese's and chocolate custard and caramel. I love all the chocolate. So that's what goes into this. And it's just a concrete, so they mix it all together. But it tastes like heaven. And there's this spoon. I don't know if you can see my spoon, but it changes colors as it gets dark.
Oh, I love that.
I don't mean dark. It changes colors as it gets cold. So if you stick it in, it'll turn purple. That's the right word.
I love it. Do you know what? We bought a bunch of glasses recently, and I was like, hey, what's wrong with these glasses? And it's like, and it has a big sticker on it on the back that says, will change color with temperature.
Heat
and
or
I'm like,
temperature.
Yeah, love it.
Super trendy, very cute.
So chocolate. What is this? Chocolate caramel and what?
Reese's.
Oh,
so every now and then you'll get, because it's a concrete, it's like a little surprise. You'll get this giant, just bite of. You're eating it. Just don't eat the rest of the day because your calories are gone.
Pretty much, yeah.
So good. Big fan.
That's your whole
that's right there. You know that's what. The Reese's was my doing under, as everybody knows. This is what got Andy onto Andy's next segment of Andy's not fat anymore and eating Reese's chocolate bunnies all in one sitting. So because
yeah, 1 pound of chocolate Reese's bunny for Easter's.
Yes.
That sounds
It was
amazing.
like 15 servings.
It
was
was
gone.
amazing.
I had nothing
but-
to eat on screen. It was already gone.
Oh my gosh.
You're not like taking a nap right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's just say that was a moment where I realized that I needed to go work out. So for the last 6 months,
that was rock bottom.
and due to the fact that my place of other than I had a coma, other than the coma that I had,
right.
I had a coma.
Right.
But other than those things, I am still on the Andy's health kick. So tonight, I still have my healthy shake. I did leg day today, so yay,
Congrats.
protein and
Good.
But I am still doing these Pacific Gold. They're like the perfect thing from Costco that are like a little bit of beef jerky, a little bit of protein right after the workout. Though today I did buy the 5-pound Optimum whey protein so that I don't have to just keep eating like turkey jerky every time I go to after a workout. So
The burps are real epic on those, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yes, it's great and it's fabulous. And also it's salt, not salt. So yeah.
Right there. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've been still doing it. I feel so much better, and I actually am starting to get the compliments, like people saying, "Andy, you have lost weight. I can tell." The wife actually did comment and say, "You're looking good." I will take that all day long. I will take that all day long.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats.
Now you don't need a scale. Just you got her compliment. You know.
Yeah, that's your scale.
Yeah, that's your scale right there.
That's how I look at it. I'm not jumping because I still haven't gone back because I was like, I did it like maybe a month after and I wasn't really like weight wise. I was like, ooh, I weighed myself and I'm like, this is horrible. I'm not doing this again. So just keep working and not look at the weight. So, but anyway, I digress to this. I will bow down. We bow down to the man that we call the Metal Chef. Let's go.
Right,
let us see what this man has. Oh, first we got to see custard. Let's see custard right in the big view.
Yeah.
Custard.
This is the custard. Here it is. It doesn't look super like but it is. I promise. Let me show you. ASMR. You can't hear it because it's really soft, but it's great. What you're hearing right now is Reese's.
That's the best. That is the best. I have to live vicariously through her.
And then several days of just not eating at all. Yeah, it's good times.
Good times. So let's see the chef. The chef has always he's bringing pies. Are you bringing pies today?
The pies, but we got peanut butter fudge.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Yeah, it's a whole bowl of peanut butter fudge.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yes. Okay, let's go ingredients.
It's still like really soft though. It hasn't really set in the fridge. I really made it like about 3 hours ago, so it's not really set fully all the way.
So
yet.
it's warm.
It's still like soft. I gotta like put it back in the fridge like as soon as it's done because I can't really have any right now. So it's. But anyway, ingredients wise, super easy. To make the base of it, you need it's a lot. It's not really that good for you. It's probably more worse than the ice cream that you're eating right now. Like,
on par. Yeah.
I was making it. I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. It's got like a 3/4 cups of butter. It's got like 2/3 cups of evaporated milk, 3 cups of sugar.
Whoa.
You're letting that simmer for like 5 minutes on the stove. After that, take it off the stove. Add 1.5 cups of peanut butter, 7 ounces of like the marshmallow fluff.
Oh my
gosh. And a little bit of vanilla, however much you want, like tablespoon, teaspoon, whatever your preference is. Mix that up, kind of put it in your pan. I usually layer mine with like a parchment paper, so we can kind of like take it out and whatever, put it in the Tupperware or whatever. But for the topping, I just melt 2 tablespoons of butter to like 6 ounces of chocolate and 4 tablespoons of condensed milk. Put that in the microwave for like 15-second increments. Let it melt. Pour that on top and kind of make little ribbons with it with a butter knife and pretty much let it set in the fridge.
Yum. So
there you go.
Okay, it's in the pan and then it sits in the fridge. Interesting.
Yeah. Gotta chill.
So good. So good. So good. Hey, chef. Okay, so now we have some questions for you. You've been and I know you've been around touring a little bit here and there. What is your go-to restaurant or food when you are out on tour?
I absolutely love street tacos. So if anybody has like a, yeah, anybody has like a, just any, what's your best Mexican place? Take me there right now.
Yep.
Big fan.
We actually have somebody in the chat right now, and her name is Amanda Taco Queen.
Amanda, you are your Majesty. I'm happy to have you here. Yes, big fan. Other than that, I would say I like to ask, and this is a dream of mine. I haven't quite fulfilled this dream yet, but I'm telling you, I want to play shows in little tiny places, and then I want to eat all the local food. So it really just tell me where I should go, and then I'll go there. I will eat it and I will try it. Yes. I will just pump the brakes on any diet I'm on. Vegan, I'll go to your barbecue place. It's fine. I just want to know what the locals like. What is their favorite hole in the wall like place? So that's what I would say.
That's my answer too, and that's like when I used to go on the road for the hotel business. That was always my like, hey, let's go hit up the best little local hole in the wall. And we'll eat there because I hate it. After a while of traveling, you're like, I'm tired of like Subway and fill in the blank Chili's. I'm tired of Chili's, and then so after a while, you're like, oh hey, let's go do something cool here that's unique. And I always found something really cool.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, I live in the land of tacos and burritos. So Arizona, as always, one of the best places for Mexican food in the world. But but you did come from a place recently that had
San Antonio.
SA. So they had some good, and I've been told that our tacos here in Arizona are no comparison to the San Antonio tacos.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I haven't had the Arizona tacos. I'm open. I've never met a taco I didn't like. I'll be honest with you.
That's a good thing. And street tacos are the cool thing. It's like the new foodie way of eating tacos, but you can make them in like so many unique ways. So it's not just like ground beef or like maybe carne asada. It has like, it might be carne asada, but it's with a little bit of the Mexican cheese maybe, or they add some sort of different sauce on it, and then it's like uniquely theirs. Yeah, yes. I love that stuff.
I love the variety. It's crazy, the variety. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Big
totally
fan.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then... So this is a question. This is my question that I ask everybody before a show. Are you eating any food?
No.
Or
that's usually like especially for a singer, is like if you eat food and always 80% no.
No. My tummy has the butterflies usually, and I don't need the other kind of butterflies. So no, I don't like and I also don't want to be all burping my jerky in the microphone.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know who's going to be using this next if I don't bring my own.
That's why usually during the show, I look at it and I go, I should eat that, but I'm not going to. Yeah.
It's so nice to see you. Welcome to my show.
Yeah, here we go.
Good. But also, like, seriously, like carbonated drinks or any kind of, I don't need anything extra happening.
What is it? But this is my question for a singer. And I had this debate with somebody on TikTok. What is it?
Let's go.
What are you drinking right before? Are you drinking? And I had this debate with, she was like honey, and I'm like, no, honey's not good for your throat before you're singing.
I would not. No. I wouldn't drink honey. I drink warm water. It can't be cold, because that closes things up and restricts. So if you're trying to warm up and trying to stay hydrated, then you want to definitely just do like room temperature water or warm water. I guess honey in your tea but straight honey? What?
Yeah. It was like hot honey water, and I'm like, I've heard actually honey is like restrictive, and so we had this whole.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as long as it's like not like just straight honey, because that's obviously sticky and it's really thick on your throat.
But
you're having like you said warm water, then I would think that would be fine.
Maybe.
Like there's honey in my tea. There's honey in this tea.
What do you have for tea? That's the other question that we have for you.
This is Sleepy Time tea.
Sleepy Time tea by the herbal, what is it?
Celestial Seasonings.
Celestial Seasonings
is the ones I like. Yeah.
I have that same one. Hopefully, we're gonna keep her awake though long enough to.
No, I just like the taste. I don't go to bed till like 2 in the. I'm a creative. I don't go to bed till like 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I'm writing music in my brain.
Isn't that the total truth? That is the funny thing is that once you just can't stop it. It doesn't shut off. The creative mindset doesn't leave.
Well, it doesn't have time to show up until then, I feel like. So I'm a mom, married, and then I have other things. Like today, I was doing a guest gaming stream with a friend of mine. We were playing Fortnite and then Phasmophobia, and then I had a songwriting session all morning with another friend. And that was creative, of course, but like just to have my own brain to myself.
Right.
That happens at 2 in the morning. So there you go.
It won't shut off.
It just won't. It says, "Hey, you got time for me now?" Okay.
That's right. Let's go. It's time to go to the home studio.
Mm-hmm.
So let's dive into this music. James, I will let you ask the first few questions. I'm blown away, and I just want to hear what you have to say first.
You guys are so sweet.
Same. Like I said, I started with the whole Heartbreaker album, and completely blown away.
Thank you.
Like I said, when we get any kind of talent, any kind of musicians on this show, we're like blown away by it. Like, are we really worthy of that?
Oh no, of course
we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And like we're like a small channel, so we have like these amazing people. That's why we do it, just to get all this like talent that like not a lot of people have heard of. And
I'm honored that you consider me in that category.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Heartbreaker. I think the whole album is amazing. It just has every element about it. Just like a lot of like the vocals are amazing. The instrumental. It's almost like something I would hear like you would hear on a radio. You know what I'm saying? You would like any kind of like that artist that has like that's the familiar voice. Is really, really good.
Thanks. If you know how to get it on radio, let me know.
I'm gonna say this. There is very few, and my mom's a chorus teacher. She's a vocal, so she taught chorus for 40 years. So wow. I know singers. Oh
no.
And
oh no.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna say.
Is your mom watching? Oh god.
No. She's been on the show though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say your breath work is amazing. You know how to hold notes, and you have a very sweet, sultry voice that does really well in pop. Like you really have something, and you're not doing, you have that soulful voice, but you're not doing the crazy trills and the vibratos to help kind of like bring that, the things that the crutch, I call it the vocal crutch.
I do
right
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing but you in this album, your breath work was so good, and it's sustaining these, and you were sustaining notes for a long period of time at different vocal ranges.
Thank you.
And it was impressive. It was impressive. And I know good. I mean, I've been around it a long time, so I know bad and I know good.
I'm honored. I don't know if you can tell I'm turning red. I'm going to turn the blue onto my light so you can you can see me blushing.
But super good. And and
Thank you.
I wasn't sure what I was expecting. I was like, I know that she sang in contemporary Christian for a long time.
Yeah, I did that for a while. Yeah, that's
weird. How long did you do that for a while? And then tell me a little bit about your transition to that.
Sure. Okay, that's what you meant by
from that.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
So I started. I grew up in the church. My dad was a Christian songwriter. This is his gold record. It's not mine. It's not mine. I just honor him with it in the background. So he used to write for artists, and my brothers and I have all of his like paraphernalia. He passed away some years ago. But anyway, so we grew up in Nashville. I grew up at Christ Church, which is this very big church, huge choir. So that's what I was exposed to and got started in right away. And then, when I was a teenager, my dad and I wrote like a pop record for Christian music, and it didn't go over so well with the people that he was plugged in with in the industry. And then I did like the, talent show circuit, the, like the American Idol and stuff like that. And that didn't work out for me. And I decided maybe pop wasn't my thing, or I really felt that God didn't want me to do that. So I was like, all right, I'll be a worship leader. I'll stick in that vein. And so that's what I did. My brother started a band with his buddies in college, and he's like, do you want to be in my band? I'm like, yeah, I want to be in your band. We did that for like 8 years or something, and it was really fun. And yeah, we did the like Weekend Warrior regional. We went to little tiny churches. Our whole shtick was like, it doesn't need to be this big venue. These little kids in this tiny town that can't afford to travel to the major cities near them that are 3 hours away.
Right.
Let's go to their tiny church that doesn't have a great sound system. We'll bring our whole circus and we'll lead worship for their like weekend retreat or whatever. And it was really fun. Yeah, it was really cool. And then hubby and I, he got a job out of town, and so we moved, and it was really difficult to keep up with that band. Yeah. And I was doing most of the administrative stuff myself, and so I was like, I don't know how to pass this off exactly. And so we just dissolved, and then I felt like there was no room in my life for music at all while I was doing young baby like infant baby things. I went through, to be completely transparent with you, I went through some major depression through there. Postpartum depression is big deal. And I just wasn't prepared for that. I'd never ever struggled with anxiety or depression before. And so that kicked that off. And then I found so I kind of walked away from music completely. And then I found this like phone app. It's called Smule, where you can sing duets with people. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
I've heard of similar apps like that. Yeah, where you can do
like or Star Sing or something. I forget that one of them. But they're really fun, and like people, just everyday people, like nobody's trying to be somebody. It's just we're having a good time. You open half a song and it sticks up on your profile and people can join it and you can listen to all the duets that you made.
Awesome.
It was really fun, and you could do group songs. And then Twitch, which is my platform now, my live streaming platform, they also started a karaoke game similar to that. And but it was much higher fidelity, like audio, which is why you see all this like fancy stuff, because my stream has allowed me to afford nice microphones and like gear and all that. So going from your phone to like that, there's no way I could go back to like the phone audio. So here we are. Yeah. So yeah, but I don't know. I got my range back a little bit. I didn't sing for maybe 3 years, 3 or 4 years, which is a big deal for me because I've always been a singer. I was in state choir. I loved choir. So big hugs to your mom, being a choral teacher. One of my favorite people in the world is my choral teacher. So anyway, that's kind of my backstory. I started introducing originals. They aren't church songs. This is just stuff that I have lying around I've written in the past couple of years. And people liked it. I don't know what happened. Why is this? I just feel so blessed that people would come back. They would request. You get on stream and you could do requests. Like people could ask for pop songs, and they weren't. They were asking for my original stuff, and I was like, no way.
That's awesome.
So I actually introduced all of these like acoustically first, most of them that are on the project you heard, and then I said, well, I do have a friend that can help produce. If you guys are interested, you could invest. And maybe we'll get one produced. And so they agreed, and all of it's paid for by my stream patrons. So that's
awesome.
That's where this came from. Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
Really cool.
Journey.
That's kind of cool. I hear you talk about a little bit about the postpartum depression and stuff like that. I feel like that when you kind of found those apps. I mean, even finding that, it's almost like you found your way out of that postpartum.
Yes.
And you're connecting with somebody, and you're connecting with more people, even though you had to like. I know you said you had to, stop doing like the church things and stuff like that, and it sounded like you really had enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
And you've been taking that out of like the equation.
Mm-hmm.
I have a family and stuff like that, and then you're like, well, what do I do? I gotta do something. Like,
yes.
And then finding that online like platform through your phone app, however you found it, especially Twitch, and now that's like, that's like your
That's my job.
That's your thing.
So weird.
And it's really, really good. And I've watched like your YouTube performances where you've done on that stuff, and then just any kind of performance that you've had like on your website. Videos like that, and is really good. Even like the quality of it is just really good, and even to get that from that,
it was a lifesaver. Yeah, they threw me a life vest. That's what I felt like with the app and with Twitch, and I don't know when you pretend. I don't know. When I quit music, I really wasn't interested in pursuing it again. And then a friend of mine introduced me to Smule, and he was like, "Come sing this with me." And he used to be in the church circuit with me too,
Nice.
and I was like, I don't know, whatever. And so I wish I had the video now because I would show you. I put my phone in a shoe, and it pointed at me, and I'm singing literally in my closet. I don't know. I think we were doing Believer or something by Imagine Dragons, but that started my healing. It was a completely therapeutic, and a lot of people do it that way too. Most people who sing on the internet like that, and they have the username, and sometimes they don't show their face. They are there for them to fill their own heart. So not pretending, but giving up music felt like cutting out part of me that I've always had, part of me that connected me to my dad, and coming back into it was. I literally someone threw me a life vest. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you. And that's the one thing that we really focus on here is that passion, being something inside of you and I think that you found it again, but it was always there. It's like a piece of you, music is just in you and you can't take it really out of you. It's just always there. And in your case, it was a little dormant. I didn't play guitar for a while, but once I found it again, for the last 3 or 4 years, I started really getting back into it because the kids. I had kids too. I have 6, so we were always. Congrats. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy, and we had grandkids happen, and now that I'm kind of at that empty nest, moving towards the empty nest, we have one left that's under 18.
Yeah.
That we're just I got to be able to get back into that music. And I think that's what you're finding is that it's the release for that all that cortisol, all the anxiety, all of the things that you have going on. Music soothes and helps heal, it really does.
Yeah.
And especially the way that you express, now, are you writing your own, I assume that you're writing your own lyrics as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's all mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
all I do is so my producer, we have a deal, when I think most producers do with a co-write and a publishing deal and stuff with each other, an agreement. But I'll write and I kind of show up in his studio and I'm like, okay, here's my song. What do you think? And then I sort of tell him the analogy of what it comes from. And he's like, what? Okay. And I'm like, can you make this sound like we're descending into hell on a cloud that's red? It has to be red. And it smells like autumn. But if autumn was in July, can you make that happen? And he's got to interpret what I want. I feel so bad for him sometimes, but he makes that magic happen. But it helps to have a reference and stuff. But that's how the full production stuff came about. Otherwise, I'm really drawn to stories, and I'm really drawn to clever double uses of lyrics and stuff like that. It's not that clever. I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean? I'm proud of myself.
It's really good, and I do like the background tracks. So and they varied up. I mean, one of them I was like, this is like Skrillex, this EDM.
Yes,
music.
I scream in that. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I needed it for the story. I was like, can someone please? I was on stream, I was live, and I said, can someone please? This is missing something. So the song is called Menagerie of Monsters, and she's collecting bad guys, toxic relationships. And I use this show Dexter to kind of give context. So Dexter, if you ever saw it, it's about a guy who's a serial killer who helps find serial killers because he understands how they think and everything. At least that's the impression I got from one of the episodes I saw. And I was like, oh my God, that would make such a good song. And so I was like, okay, well, the album Heartbreaker is about kind of the breaking bad of yourself when you experience a toxic relationship. And you develop coping mechanisms that end up harming other people. So you become the heartbreaker yourself in a way. You've been sired, if you will. And so Menagerie Monsters is the realization that you suck. And you're probably hurting other people, but let's hunt down the bad guys. So she hunts down other toxic relationships. And I wanted there to be a variety there's opera in it, there is pop, and then we did this screaming stuff. And I was like, I wanted there to be a variety of kind of monster chorus happening. But I did not expect that the screaming would be such a stress reliever. When you're a pent-up rageaholic like me, and let's try not to hurt the people in our lives by screaming at them. I found the therapy in just, doing the screamo sounds, which was really cool. Anyway, that's out of nowhere with that one, but I hope to do more music like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
And it's got some dubsteppy stuff in it.
Yep, that's exactly what I was saying. That has that dubstep, EDM-ish. That's what I liked. There was a variety. And then you hit me with this Christmas lullaby that I'm like, holy moly, it's one of the best Christmas songs I've ever heard.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm really proud of that one. I wrote it for charity.
It's really good. It's really freaking good. I was like, the lyrics are really good, and then you throw in, the very end, you kind of throw in a little bit of, the old style
Christmas Carol. Yeah.
Christmas Carol. I love it.
I wanted to capture the nostalgia of my favorite kind of Christmas song are the ones that are in minor, and they make you think of like the bleak midwinter. And it's dark, and the only light are the Christmas lights, and like those, like Carol the Bells, or I can't think of any others right now. Oh come, Emmanuel, stuff like that are like. So I wanted to capture that. I wrote that on the guitar. I don't typically write on an instrument. I write in my head or with my voice, and then that's how I come up with music. But this one, I was trying to find those nines in those chords for the guitar to really give it that feeling.
Yeah,
so
I think
I'm glad you like it.
The guitar even gives it like that depth.
Thank you.
More like powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell like the powerfulness in it. I think even with the guitar, like you're playing like that, it's very nice.
Yeah. It's really hard to play and sing at the same time, so I have to say.
It is.
It's taken years to like. I just play it all year round, or I'm just gonna forget it. So I'm like, sorry, this is welcome to my stream. It's July. You're gonna hear a Christmas Carol now. Thankfully, people don't usually mind, but.
I love it. And then I was like, okay, what guitar is she playing? I was like, is it a Taylor? Is it a Martin? I don't know so well because it's kind of like been produced. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I can't tell right away.
You can't tell? I just plugged it. That's really, it's a garbage recording. So I did that on my condenser mic. And I just plugged it into my computer. And then my poor mix engineer, who's worked for some incredible people that you've definitely heard of, he's like, can I get these separate? I'm like, no, I did it at the same time. And he was like, okay. So he did his best. I'm sorry if it sounds like. But,
no, it's okay.
It's
okay. It's really good. And I was just like,
I click.
But I couldn't figure out the guitar. So I was like, then I saw your last guitar. What are you playing right there? What is?
So these are both Martin Dreadnought style. So
Martin.
They are Martins. Yes. This one is called a Martin. Kid. I like Taylor, but I find that the voice is a bit bright to match my tone, my vocal tone.
That's totally what it is.
All I care about is you have to accompany
totally
my voice.
Sense. Yep.
So yeah. I guess I have this mic for this, but I don't plug it in. I just use the whatever this guy is. Sorry, that was rude. But yeah, it's got a really pretty sound. It's my dad's guitar miniature. This is 9/10 the size. I love his guitar, but there's like a crack in it, and I'm afraid.
Totally get it.
Yep, so when I travel and play, I definitely just use this guy.
Yep, as well you should, because I have a Strat from my mom.
Oh.
I have fixed it up, and I have done some stuff. I still play it a lot, but it's still my baby because it was my mom's Strat. So same way where you're just like
sentimental.
This is sentimental. I
invaluable.
Can't,
yeah.
I almost don't want to play it very much just because, but then it's a Strat. So I did go get it kind of rehauled, and my mom said I hated playing it, so that's kind of why you got it. And
then I was
like, she was all excited about playing a Strat, and then she was like, I didn't like the action on it. She didn't like the action.
It's too high.
It was too high. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then I went and got it set down, and I got different sets of strings, different strings pickups on it. And then I didn't do any pickups. I just did different strings and a different action set. And I set the tremolo a little different, or I had the guy set a little tremolo different, and plays like a champ. It's beautiful. But I will
let that puppy sing.
That's right. That's right. But I will tell you that Martins are really good guitars, even though I'm a Taylor kid. And
they're handmade.
They are. That's what
Just
I like
saying.
about all of them. Yeah, I do. I do like Martins for that reason. My mom was a Guild person, so that she had when Guild was not bought by Fender. So
Oh, does
when it
Fender
was,
have Guild now? I didn't know that.
yeah, I think that's who somebody told me. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's owned by Fender, but it's Guild still. But it's it's kind of one of those weird runs. But
Yeah.
she was there when it was just Guild, and she plays acoustic, and it's so beautiful. And those are the things, like, I think that your children will probably really enjoy being around music mom. I'm
Very
sure
much.
that they.
Oh yeah.
She is. It's so weird. So the album that you listen to has an alternate version, and it's the version of my kid and whatever she wrote to the instrumental. So I'll have the instrumentals made. We'll play them in the car, and she's trapped in the car with me. And I'm just running through lines, or I'm running through the lyrics, making sure they're sitting where I want in my throat, or the words are doing what they're supposed to do. But she, the whole while she's in the back, apparently writing her own little like novel about space cats, and every track represents a different race of cats. I'm like, you're a genius. Like, yes. So, but she has her own melodies and what she does in them and stuff. And she's going to be 7 on Friday. And I'm just like so proud that there's this secret alternate version of this album. Yeah.
With cats.
about space cats. Yeah. It's going to be a hit. Just wait for it.
I love
Give
it.
give it 15 years. We'll publish it and we'll re-release everything. No.
So I am going to say this, that's the reason why you came back and started singing music right there.
It's right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
weird.
their tradition. That's the tradition you carry on to your kids. I did it with my kids. My kid plays the bass. He plays an orchestra. That musical tradition. My parents were both music. I have my dad and my stepmom's mom.
Yeah.
But they're both musicians, and they gave me that love. My dad got his love from his mom. And so I think that's their tradition, is that when you can pass down playing music in the house,
Yes,
it's something that's becomes ingrained in your soul, and it becomes like an outlet, later in life for a lot of things. Like when I'm really getting it, blues is the place, that's where I'm playing some blues, but it's something that you can pass down to your kids. And I think that's probably why, some of those gifts come down, is so you can pass it on to your kids and be able to write stories about space cats.
Yeah. Dude, yes, this is my legacy. I couldn't be more thrilled. Seriously.
That's amazing. That's really cool. That is really cool.
I think she must have been heavily influenced by Sailor Moon at the time. I don't know. I have no regrets. It's a good show. But yeah.
I love it. Seven is such a good, that's so cool that she's able to do that. And that's that thing so my dad used to listen to my grandma play, and he would just imagine colors. And so that's where he got attached to, is like he could imagine colors in his head while my grandma was playing.
Oh, and synesthesia sort of? Oh,
kind
that
of,
is super
right.
cool. Like association with,
Yep.
That is neat. I like that.
And then later they do the brain work. Yeah, and then they do the brain work behind it, and they actually say that some of that stuff is like a brain connection crossover, where you can see, you can hear colors. That's the way he is. Yeah, very interesting. But he's really talented too. He has. We've had him on. He's funny and yet talented. So, but yeah, I think that's such a legacy, and I'm so glad that you told us about that. Space Cats will, one day we'll be looking for your daughter's album out there too, as well. So,
I hope so. I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be a musician. Yeah,
absolutely.
And a cook,
so,
and an archaeologist. I think all those things.
cook and an archaeologist.
Yeah, and a veterinarian.
And a veterinarian, but not an IT engineer. Nobody wants to be an IT engineer.
Watch her actually be an IT engineer. She'll get in there. Her dad was building a computer, and she was 2 years old. She was super fascinated. He was pointing things out with a flashlight and
that's cool.
The fan and vacuuming it out.
There you go.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm here for it. Whatever.
It does. Yeah, exactly. So. And it does. I will say this: that the IT engineering does pay the bills. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. This is why I can comfortably have a cute job on YouTube or on Twitch or wherever. Yes. Thank you, honey. I love you.
There you go. Yeah. And, and because of him, I'm able to get such a talented singer, because I was talking to him, and he goes, yeah, you should interview my wife. And I'm like, Heck yeah, yeah. Let's do
He's
it.
out there pimping me. He's the best.
He's awesome. Yeah.
Appreciate
He's one of my favorites. So anyway, you know what? I think it's that time. What time is it? It's time for you to sing some songs for us.
Sure. What would you like to hear? I can attempt the Christmas lullaby if you'd like.
Let's
it's very pretty.
Let's do Christmas song first. Yes,
Okay.
Christmas song first.
All right. So the big hilarious part about this, you're just gonna have to put up with this a little bit scuffed, is that I played this when I recorded it. I didn't know what I was doing, and I did not play it to a click. So it's not in any one like times or BPM.
That's okay.
But I will watch along because I do have the strings track. So hopefully we'll just shoot for it and line it up. So very pretty. Let's go. I don't know if you heard the strings version or not, but are you still in tune from yesterday? Seems okay. Check 1, 2. I hope you can hear this. I did choose stereo in the audio options, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Snow falls quietly on every home, touching lightly. There's a miracle. There's a miracle falling down. Bells, the bells ring loudly. Every home, the lost and there's a miracle, there's a miracle falling down. So many this time on you will dry every tear. Broken soul, do they know there's a miracle? Lights go up brightly. Happiness so day and nightly. There's a miracle, there's a miracle falling down. So many broken souls waiting for healing. Do they know between all the bleeding, there's a miracle, there's a miracle, there's a miracle, there's a miracle, isn't there? joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye, oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of ages. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. There's a miracle who will show them. Yay. So that's called Christmas Lullaby.
Holy moly. And the very end, you had like the bell. Oh,
You hear the bells. I'm so glad you hear the bells. Yeah. The ding dong.
Yep.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. I'm very proud of that one. I appreciate it. If you buy that on Bandcamp, all the money goes to No Kid Hungry, which is the charity that I wrote it for to begin with. I was commissioned to write it. And yeah, it kind of talks about that in the lyric is like, let's not just talk about helping people. Let's not just preach about the good news of Jesus without actually meeting people's physical needs and helping, you know. So that's kind of what that's about. But it's only $1 if you go on Bandcamp, and $1 buys a meal. So, yay.
There you go. Let's do it. Do it.
Thank you.
And I also want to know what street. So we have time for another few songs. So
Oh, sure.
I definitely want to hear
Whatever
some
you wanna
more.
hear. Yeah.
What is James? I will let you pick this next one.
Probably either Heartbreaker or the Red Flag.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want
Either one.
Yeah. I'll do Heartbreaker because that really warms me all the way up. Well, so you're thinking like, what's going on with my voice tonight? Yeah. But let's do that. I would be honored. Thank you.
Ah.
There it goes. And I'll just play along. Waking up with you for the 1,000th times. Totally different. Sipping coffee and juice, reading the New York Times. Yeah. You told me I'm the only one, but now you think you've had your fun. You hope I had a good time. Goodbye with the I got you inside my head, playing every moment over and over again. I thought we survived. Instead, you're a heartbreaker, and now I'm heartbroken. Yeah. Waking up with him before the sun. We pour coffee and then read the Chicago Sun. He tells me that I've changed his life, and now he wants me as his wife. Well, we had a good run, was fun, goodbye. I still got ya inside my head, playing every moment over and over again. I thought we survived. Instead, you're making heartbreakers of the heartbroken. You're making heartbreakers of the heartbroken. Yeah. You know, he was a good man. I should have
feel siring so many monsters.
That's just, yeah. There's no words. There's no words to describe how good that is.
Thank you. It's coming through okay then? I'm kind of worried about pushing the red.
It's actually really good. Yeah, no
okay,
gain.
good.
No gain issues. So
okay,
yeah.
My compressor's like sick and working overtime.
I love it. I love it. And you know, I geek out on DIs and, you know, gates and things like that. So yeah, that's funny because that's it. I told somebody, I said, I'm an IT engineer, and doing the audio and the visual stuff is completely different than any of the other stuff that I used to do, or I do. Yeah. So now I've had to learn. Yeah,
hubby would agree with you. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Like the routing is bananas. I like all this different stuff. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Anyway,
I love it.
I'm grateful to you guys who eat that up, and yeah,
it's good stuff. It is totally fun. So James, I'm going to let you pick again. That was, oh my word, that's blow. That you hit that high note that you sustain is so good that I'm just like, it's like I could eat that. You know, you're just like, yes, give me some more of that, because it's. Glad you like it. Yeah, and
it started out as a howl. So this song is kind of about. I don't know. I've got these different themes for monsters for my album, like the toxicity of a relationship and how you can kind of play that into a simile or whatever. But like this one is the werewolf one. So when I had the acoustic version, it was I was on the ow-woo sound, and then for the full produced one, it just made more sense to hold it at a different vowel.
I love it.
But it's kind of a how does it feel siring so many monsters? I'll howl next. That's what I'll do next. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm glad people like it.
It's beautiful. Really well done.
Thank you.
And you have and you definitely have the chops for it. So
thank you.
So next one, James, you pick, buddy. I could do this all night, just letting you know. We could do this all night.
I'm honored. I'm seriously so happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say like red flags.
Yeah, let's do red flags.
Yeah.
Whoop. Do you want? I could do the acoustic one, or I could do acoustic's interesting, but or I could give you this full.
We'll let you pick. You pick.
Well, I just put out this one, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's promote the thing that I just made.
That's right. That's right.
We're doing. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Ableton. Thank you. Gosh. Sorry. Okay. Check. Oh, there it is. Oh no.
I know that there's no restitution, babe. I'll never return to the person I once knew. Don't say you made no contribution, babe. I let you burn right through. My heart isn't fireproof. And if I focus for a moment on the day that we met and really pay attention to the words that you said, would I recognize that compromise would really only ever mean my sacrifice? If I wasn't so distracted by the shape of your lips, the curve of your smile, the sound of you listing all the ways you worship me, maybe I would figure out exactly where my was. Yeah. Oh, where used to love about me, now you say they're a weakness. And I told you I'd work on it. But now I've forgotten who I am. I let you burn me down, but I'm taking back my crown. Listen, you use me like I am a prop to paint a pretty picture of the person you're not. You can fool them and kid yourself. Can't wait to hear you blame this on my mental health. Oh, it's true, I was crazy for you, but you're not what I thought. You were just pretending. I must admit, I wanted to believe in a perfect match. The fairy tale distracted me from all your lies. Oh, I was blind to your true colors flash. Now you got me seeing red. Oh, I admit I've been holding on to promises that you won't keep unless I'm trying to leave. No, there's no happy ending here, and I'm done spending tears for all we had. 'Cause now all I see are red flags. I'm seeing red. Oh, I'm seeing red. Oh, I must admit it, I wanted to believe the perfect match. Oh, the fairy tale distracted me from all your lies. Yeah, I guess I was blind to your true colors flash. Now you got me seeing red. Oh, I admit it, I've been holding on to promises. Oh, there's no happy ending here, and I'm done spending tears for all we had. 'Cause now all I see are red flags. There's no happy ending here, and I'm done spending all my tears for what we had. 'Cause now all I see are red flags.
Phenomenal.
Thank
Phenomenal.
you. Thank
Phenomenal.
you.
The crowd in the YouTube is clapping, and yeah, I have people texting me, where can I see this person live?
I
said,
love you all. Thank you. I
So
adore you. Thank you.
impressive. Everybody's so far amazing.
you.
Okay, so I want to do the dubstep song. Can you do
Yeah,
that?
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you can relate to red flags, my condolences.
I've seen too many.
It's sad, right?
And right well ignored them.
I also have happy songs, but they had to be prompted. I didn't write them out of my heart. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so yeah, this is called Menagerie Monsters. Yeah, it's all about collecting toxic people in order to hurt them back. So it's a little bit of a payback. And also, let's use our new skills like Skylar and Heroes. Anybody saw Heroes?
Oh,
Yep.
no, I have.
All the TV references with this song. Okay,
There you go.
Nice. What's it goes?
where is it at? Hello, are you not going to play? Okay, I'm sorry. Tech stuff. There it goes.
You and I, is this a secret? I know you like to keep it clean. No prying eyes to keep you honest. What do you hide when you hide with me? If you think you're clever, then you've never weathered anyone like me. I've been training all my life. Guess your number's up right. 'Cause when she calls mine, na 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 na, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Na, 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 na. Your pretty eyes, are you scared now? You can't erase all the things you've seen. Do you like my shows and all my monsters? Now you're my latest favorite thing. Do you wanna play misbehave? Say the ways you plan to hurt me, abuse and drain me dry. Now you wanna know if you'll make it out alive. Na 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 na. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Don't you want my affection? I thought you said you were mine. Won't you join my collection? La 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 la, you'll be fine. Oops. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Na 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 na. I'm not gonna. Sorry, I get really into character. We're gonna murder them. Sorry. Just kidding, that's not.
That was so awesome. That is.
Thank you. I make the mistake of sitting down, like, in order to, like, my pants are too tight. Maybe I can't hold this very long, but it's a completely different skill set, and you have to learn how to do it right, or else you'll screw up your voice. So I'm very grateful to if you guys want to look at my YouTube, there's a really funny video of me learning how to do this live in front of people. You have to have no shame. It's awesome.
Scott in the chat has a question.
Sure.
On highlight. So it's just a question, but is Emily Autumn an inspiration to you?
Oh my gosh, yes. So I had not heard of, but my coach that had taught me how to do that, sent me all these videos, and I was like, okay, yes, this is the move. That's so funny that yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So cool.
I like it when people pick up on the things that you were trying to do and the things you learned. We have a good friend.
Yeah.
You're right. The Screamo music is actually really talented, folks.
Incredible.
So we have a good friend. The intro to our song was done by my good friend Ben, and he's a Screamo master. He's one of those guys who says, you're screaming, but you're doing it through your diaphragm. You have to do it a certain way, because you could really mess up your vocal cords, and you could, strain them badly.
Very. And if it hurts after, if you can't go right into, my tell is if I can't go right into all my tricks, the and big yells and stuff, then you're not doing it right. You can't, it doesn't leave you with no gas. In fact, it helps warm you up. In order to warm your voice, it's how I warm up now. It's so funny. That's awesome. If you go, I went and did like a live recording thing while I was in San Diego for TwitchCon, which is again my live platform in San Diego, not this weekend, but the weekend before last. And I did this live recording session, and it was just an acoustic, like I did like some music on piano, and I'm like, okay, I have to warm up. Hold on. I'm like, what is wrong with her? But it just gets you. It gets you all the way there, like really fast. So
that's awesome.
Big fan.
Now, did you bring all the family to TwitchCon?
No, I didn't bring little one. We left her with grandma. I want to though. I hated that.
Yeah.
I was very busy and like exhausted, like during the day. It's networking and like I did a lot of gigs, and I just wanted to cuddle up with her at night and go to sleep. But she wasn't there. So next year we're bringing grandma. They can go to the zoo while I do all the weird stuff. Yeah.
That's right.
I think that's how this will work.
Cool. So let's get to your Twitch. Let's get some handles.
Sure.
We want to. We have, well, actually, I have people in the other room going, when are you going to be done? But
you're fine. Yeah.
So here is what I want to know is how can people hear you on your, what is your Twitch handle?
Sure. So you can really just Google my name, Joliet4, just like you see it here. And that'll bring up all the platforms. So Twitch is probably the first link you'll see, but it's twitch.tv/Joliet4. You can go to my website, Joliet4.com. I've got all the links. So if you're an Apple person, there's the music. You can find it there. If you're a Spotify person, I'm even on Pandora, which is a huge honor. Pandora, like, they have some literal person who sits there and approves the music. So I felt a big wave of validation from Pandora when they agreed to put me on there. So
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
thank
All
you.
right, so we're gonna leave off with a song, and then we're just gonna say out of here because I want to just hear another song from you because this was one. I am like in awe of the live performance that we're actually getting. I was like, yay, great, great album, really well done. And then your live, you have
It's better.
I
I'm sorry.
I know it is better live. I was like, holy moly, this is better. Like, this is the stuff. I can't believe this. This is
I don't know how to
awesome.
explain it, but it's something about the energy. Like when I'm in the studio, I'm just terrified, and I don't feel like I get my best performance in the studio. So in this for Heartbreaker and like stuff like that, I had a really somebody I was trying to impress and like was Grammy nominated, and I was really they were standing there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't stand a chance. So I feel like some of those performances suffered for that reason, and also I didn't have people to kind of build off their energy. You know how it is when there's people in the room; it kind of gives you life. So thank you guys for that.
Okay, so one more song, and then
Sure.
we'll leave with James just saying. But we got all your information. Where are you playing?
Sure.
So one of my friends asked me, "Are you playing live anywhere?"
I'm going to try. So there's this whole thing that you have to do as an independent artist. You have to put together an electronic press kit, and you have to send it everywhere. And so if there's any place that you have, like, feel free to email me. My email's on my website. Let me know where you think I should play. I would love to. A lot of places say no when you don't have a booking agent, so I'm trying to navigate that world. Obviously, I'm very proud of this work. I'm super proud of my community that helped pay for it. And I know the next step now is to not slow down, is to put your foot on the gas and keep going. So I want to play live shows. I just, it's kind of a mystery, I think, sometimes how to get those gigs. So if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations, I would love to hear them.
I know somebody.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. I can bring a tiny acoustic show. I can bring a partner. I'll do your wedding. Like, just let me know what you need. I can bring a huge show with a full band and this enormous sound that you hear from these tracks. I would be, yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Well, I'll do my latest one then. Is that okay?
That's awesome.
This
That's
one of my happy
yeah.
songs. Ew.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah. No, I'm proud of it. This is my rom-com song. So imagine your favorite, I don't know, romantic comedy in the background. This is like, if I were to put this in a movie, it would be, I don't know, something with Matthew McConaughey. Okay, right. So this is called All I Dream Of. Let me turn off the Menagerie Monsters though. There we go. Test 1, 2.
Up till 3 a.m. on the phone, telling all our secrets. There I go again, now you know every little weakness. It's probably nothing. I know I tend to get ahead of myself, but I'm cautiously loving, getting caught in the spell of falling in love. So in love, you could be everything I've waited for and all I dream of. Am I what you want, or what you want, or am I the fool that I've been taken for and can't escape from? I know I'll fall one way or the other, and I hope it's not apart. Hey, ooh. Up at 8 a.m. in your arms, staring at the ceiling, trying to ignore the alarms, waking up my feelings. Yeah, but there's no way around it. We're at the edge and I'm protecting my heart. If you throw me off balance, I don't know if I can stop from falling in love. So in love, you could be everything I've waited for and all I dream falling in love. So in love, you could be everything I'm waiting for and all I dream of. Am I what you want? Or what you want? Or am I the fool that I've been taken for and can't escape from? I know I'll fall one way or the other. Yay. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, James, take us out, my friend. What do we got to say?
Cheers.
From Matt. Wow. All right. No, that was amazing.
you.
Super awesome to have you on. Definitely
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
I'm honored. No, I love you guys. I
Even
appreciate
a
it.
live performance is amazing. Really amazing performance.
I'm glad it worked out. And it
Yeah,
wasn't
definitely.
all.
Everybody that's watching or watches this later on, check out
Yeah.
Joliet4.
Come say hi.
Yeah, and we'll be definitely pushing this one into the Google land to make sure that a lot more people see this. So,
Thank you.
yep.
I appreciate
So, yep. What do you got to say, James?
Yeah, guys.
Last
Thank
words.
you guys for joining in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great night, and stay tasty.
this. Stay tasty.
See you guys.